Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
Bradley.
and the critters, of course, on this very cold, rainy day. It is raining quite a bit. Right, Charlie? Poor Charlie had to go out in the rain. Him not like fan of the rain, but so it must have been an emergency. He will put it off as long as he can.
I'm trying to be quiet, sweetie.
No, it's okay. Brad's getting in some lunch for us. We've just been kind of taking it easy today and just enjoying each other and, you know. So it is February 7th, 2022. It is Monday afternoon at 3:15, and we still have no word on whether or not he's supposed to have surgery. This is kind of irritating me.
Yeah.
And it's really irritating him because it's a week off. We have no clue. Nobody's bothered to let us know. I'm not feeling real comforted by the surgeon office.
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
I mean, is this all they're going to do? They're not going to let you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
you heard that she was. I was thinking she was looking in the computer to see
if they had any, yeah. And I mean, it is unnerving. I know they do this every day, but it's not every day that my husband gets cut on.
Yeah.
And he's never had surgery before. And, we'd like to know. It's only a week off, but nothing we can do about it. He's already called and left a message. Hopefully they'll call back.
Yeah. Because like you said, they do this daily.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But still, I mean, if you're not able to have the surgery because of the big C restriction, just please tell us.
Yeah.
It's on the back burner. There's nothing we can do about it, guys, until the restrictions are lifted. Okay, we understand that, but just let us know. I don't see why you would schedule a surgery and give a date, and even give a date on, it'll probably be sooner than that, because if we have openings or get more or OR hours, and then just try and drop the ball.
Yeah.
It's like, really? I have an issue with that. We as patients are humans. We go in there, we are scared. Anytime most people go into a surgeon's office, you're a little scared. And I mean, this is no big deal to them, but it is to us. You're taking us and you're going to be opening up our body. It's a big deal to us. Our body thinks it's a big deal. Our body is like, what's going on here? So, I don't know. We're going to have to think about this, because I don't know if they don't get with you if you want to even go through that office.
Yeah.
We may have to look for a different surgeon down the road.
Yeah.
Something's got to be done, and I know that restrictions are restrictions. But, they're going to have to give something. Is there something they can do to kind of... Well, I don't figure there's anything they can do. I mean, if the ball of your hip is missing, it's missing, and if part of your socket's missing, it's missing. But so anyway, that's what we're dealing with there. I'm supposed to go Wednesday and have a mammogram, which I do not want to have done, but I'm going to. I haven't had one done in a few years, and yeah, so I will go and have one done. And yeah.
And they're going to say everything looks normal except...
Yeah, except for the right breast, because scar tissue and everything. You guys go back. You can. I've talked about what happened, and all the infections and all that. So, I always anymore tell them straight out before they start. This is what you're gonna see. Don't freak out. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that way they can put it in their computer too. And then, but inevitably they still come back alarmed because there's a lot of scar tissue and go. It's like, yeah. So, but anyway. I finished a hat last night. Was having some pain issues with the arm because the arm got pulled really hard because of the neighbor's dogs and our dog and stuff. One nice thing was raining. The dogs are normally not around, so that's nice. They're moving a new trailer in the empty lot right next to us, so that's not real exciting or anything. It just is. It took him about a year longer than he said it was gonna to do it.
Oh yeah.
So, and I'm sure he paid a lot more than we had to pay for this one.
Yeah.
It's the same model, I think, but price of the lumber and everything went up a lot, and transportation and all that kind of stuff. So, do you have anything to talk about?
No, just like you said. I mean, my biggest concern is the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because this is just
unnerving.
Yeah, and the pain is
it's
worse.
Yeah, it is so bad that this poor man. I mean, I don't even know how he walks on it, and it's just, yeah. I mean, and I know he's not special. He's not in any special boat. Don't come after us. But yeah, it's insane. The doctor didn't even know how he was still walking on it. So, yeah, and I know there's so many other people in the same boat who are, need surgery, but it's an elective surgery, so you're having to wait. I know people that need knee surgery and stuff, like both knees, and they're having to wait. They say maybe May 1st. Maybe. So, but yeah, other than that, I'm going to start another hat. I got to get things a little better organized in my bedroom. I want to do some sewing now that I've made more room. And, but yeah, I want to do some sewing. I'm thinking of what pattern I'm going to do next on this hat. Hang on a minute. Let me think about this. Okay. I do. I have to think about what pattern I'm going to do next on the hat.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I don't know what color I'm going to use on what. Because, like, I have only this much of this variegated yarn left, but it will be enough to make a whole hat with the stitches I'm going to use, because it'll be an offset. So, that'll be okay. That will work, mister.
Okay.
Are you excited?
I am. I can just hardly contain myself.
Yeah. So, what else? That is about it. I ended up not cooking dinner last night, but I did the dishes because there was a lot of work to be done in the kitchen. We need to start a little laundry too, hon.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of stuff to be done in the kitchen, so we kind of divided it in half. Brad did end up making the pumpkin bread because that was basically kind of in his half of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I did the dishes, and I cleaned up and stuff out there. And then he cooked dinner because I needed to give my arms and shoulders a rest. They were to the point where I was almost in tears because the pain was about down to the middle of my back, from my neck on down, and then it was all the way down, especially in my elbow and my shoulder. So I went back, put the inflatable. If you watch my TikTok, you'll see it. My inflatable cervical collar. And so I did that for the 20 minutes. And then that neck brace came in. So I wore that for an additional 15 to 20 minutes. And that gave me quite a bit of relief. So I've been doing that to see, that way when I see the doctor, a lot of times she'll throw out suggestions. That's why I'm doing this cervical, this inflatable collar. That was her suggestion. So I think she too knows that really there's not going to be any surgeries going on. So,
Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
So we're trying different things. 20 minutes starting now. She's such a hussy. She's a hussy. She's a hussy. She loves Brad. She does not love me, but she loves her some Brad. That's all I can say. I'm hoping we'll find some decent movies on or something. We need to find another program to watch together. We think we're going to continue on with the CSI. I just got kind of tired, too, of all the commercials on Hulu, but what else are you going to do?
Yeah. Well, we can pay an extra, $6 a month to get it commercial free.
I don't know. It'd almost be worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I hate those fucking commercials.
Yeah.
We'll have to sit down and discuss it.
Yeah.
I do hate those commercials, though. It takes so much away from the program you're watching. I guess I got spoiled because Netflix doesn't have that. Now, if you're watching a movie on Hulu, you don't get the continual commercials. So, Yeah, I didn't know that that's all that it would cost.
Yeah,
Have you thought about it?
I've thought about it, and I keep forgetting to bring it up to you.
Well,
So
I mean, yeah, it is only $6. I mean, I could save $6 other places
yeah,
easily. I only plan on doing that
okay,
because I'm really hating those commercials.
yeah,
It gets, I mean, when you get used to watching TV and you're not having the commercials, it's like, geez, they take up so much time in a program and stuff. And I would watch a lot more TV shows. I would watch a lot more TV shows on Hulu if it wasn't for the commercials.
yeah,
I actually will see something and I'm like, oh, that looks like a good one. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to put up with the commercials.
yeah,
So I just won't, you know.
yeah,
I'm the same way with if somebody has a lot of advertisements in their YouTube video, I will have a tendency not to watch them. Basically, because if you're somebody I like to listen to, that means I'm going to have either you hooked up to my speaker or I'm going to have you hooked up to my Bluetooth. And then I don't want to have to stop what I'm doing every couple of minutes to click out of it, when it says you can skip ahead in 5 minutes or whatever. I don't want to have to do that continually. It kind of takes away from why I'll wear my headphones a lot while I'm going through the house, cleaning house and doing chores. Because for right now, if say you need stuff moved from one room to the other, and if it's just a lot of little stuff, I'm the one that has to do that because his hip is so bad. Now if it's something bigger and heavier, he'll put it on his walker and do it because then it bothers my shoulder. So we just kind of pick what body part is best, right, hon?
yes, we do.
And, we manage. It may take us longer, but we manage, and that's all you can do. So,
Well, one of the things I look at, sweetie,
yeah.
is there's a lot of people that are a lot worse off than we are.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's people that, are all alone, too. We're lucky we have each other and, to help each other. Can you imagine trying to do all this by yourself?
No.
I mean, it's like right now, the dog leash got caught on the railing again. There's a gap, the railing, the long part that comes down, and then the vertical pole. And what happens is the dog leash gets caught. Well, it got caught where Brad couldn't get it done. And now that it's raining, I don't want him going out there doing it, and I don't want to go out there doing it because neither one of us needs to fall. And those steps can get pretty slick. I bet you it freezes tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's already down to 40. But I can't complain because there's so many other places in the United States that are so much colder. And you guys are dealing with all the snow and stuff, which we know how much fun that is. So I can't complain, really.
It's a lot nicer. It's a lot warmer than it used to be in Wyoming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Poor Texas, man. They've really been getting it.
Slammed.
Yeah. So we were watching that Faces of the Forgotten. We usually watch. That's one thing we usually watch together, or police shootouts. It's sad though. Police shootouts. I laugh about it, but it is sad. See all the young lives and stuff. It's like wow.
Yeah.
That just don't seem to really care, and so they, get into it with the police, and that's all there is to it. So now I was telling you guys about all the pain I was in yesterday. I feel much better today. Here in a while, we'll have to go take water pills and stuff. Yeah, so we might as well not get real comfortable out here, hon.
Yeah.
I forgot I was going to have to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Very, very true.
But, yeah, like I said, we're just kind of doing like everybody else. Wish I didn't have to go do the mammogram. Breath, like, I think I'm getting really antisocial, he said about himself. I'm like, we've always been. The big source of entertainment always for us has been to go for a drive. Now, depending on how much money you had, depending on how far you could go and how often. But, one time we just went for such a drive, we went clear across country.
Yeah.
And Brad left little pieces of us behind.
Yeah, I left our steps
Was
in Wyoming.
oh, I thought that was Nebraska. You
Oh, it
left the
was
steps.
Nebraska. You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Because he would just accidentally leave stuff. We would stop to let the dogs out and and to stretch our legs and all that gas up. And so he would be like, you going down the road and be going, oh shit. And I'm like, what? Oh, I left the steps back. And I'm like, well, we're not going back now. We had to call AAA a couple times, right?
Yes. You know what? And I have nothing against Nebraska, but I was so glad when we made it through Nebraska
That's one boring
because,
ass date, man.
well, and the thing I was looking at was the wind.
I was not expecting the wind to be like that in Nebraska,
Yeah.
but I was very surprised. I'm
Yeah.
just doing a standard,
Yeah.
by the way, a standard. I'm using this Red Heart. I'm just doing a standard where you turn the brim up. I did one last night, which was more like I've seen you guys doing with the I'll have to show you, and I really was pleased with it. Where it's not a turned up brim, it's just a flat single layer, but I really did like it. So you always learn something, even if you've been doing looming for quite a while, like I have. You always learn something from somebody else, and that's the nice part. It's people always coming out with new ways and new patterns and new things to make. So it's all good. So what else you gotta say, Brad?
I think we got it covered.
Do ya?
I'm just waiting for Natalie to call me back.
I know we're kind of on edge here
Yeah.
because he needs to have the surgery so bad, guys. If you guys are the praying type, pray for him. If you just want to send good vibes, do that. I'm more the good vibe type person. I got to be honest. When you say pray for me, I'm not really. I'm spiritual. I'm not that like organized religion. I believe in what I believe in with God and stuff, but I'm more of a spiritual. So I got to be honest. I can tell you that I'm going to pray for you, but I don't pray on a nightly basis. I might have some conversations in my head with the man upstairs or with other people. But yeah, so I'm not gonna. Now I tell people I send them healing vibes, and I do. I'll think about you, and I'll hope that everything is gonna turn out okay and all that. It's not that I don't care, but I just don't want to mislead people to thinking that I'm really this overly religious person who is gonna, be praying. And if you are, that's great. I mean, you do you, and I'll do me. I just, that's just Brad and I had stuff rammed down our throat a lot, you know, with organized religion, and we just are more spiritual, right, hon?
Yep.
I mean, we are who we are, and that's what we want to always bring to you guys, that we are who we are. I mean, there's nothing fake or fancy about either one of us.
Nope.
We just are two, you know, middle-aged people that just have got some disabilities that we're just making it the best every day like everybody else.
Yep.
There's people that are more fit than us. There's people that are even more disabled than us. We're lucky we have each other. We're lucky that we have our critters and all that. But we certainly are not materialistic. Things guys see me buy are not fancy things, you know. Usually they're practical or they're to make a craft, which even then I try to do economically. So, everybody's different, you know. I have people of all different economics and different DNA backgrounds and everything. I mean, walks of life, everything. I mean, I think we have to quit being so critical of each other and ourselves.
Yep.
I think we're way too critical, especially body image wise. Doesn't it matter more what that person kind of emits? Brad's grandmother was at the end a tiny little woman, but she emitted this rays of love. And I know that sounds corny, but like I said, I've never experienced that where I could sit with somebody and hold their hand beside Brad and just be at peace and just feel so loved. It didn't matter when you walked in her room if you were having the crappiest day ever. You left there feeling much better about life.
Yep.
And, she didn't have anything really. And who cared? I would give everything to have another day with her.
Yeah.
And I know Brad would too.
Yep.
Because she was just a phenomenal woman. And I'm sorry that not everybody got to meet her and stuff because, but she was like me in so many ways. If she liked you, she liked you. And if she didn't, she didn't. Now, she wouldn't say anything mean to you, but she just wouldn't really have anything to do with you. And she wasn't fake or phony a bit.
No.
She very much was her own person. And you can learn a lot from people like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I might not have the most popular opinion or even lifestyle, but it's mine. When I lay my head down for the final time on earth, I want to know that I don't have a ton of regrets and, that I don't feel like I was phony. And like, well, now people are going to find out the real me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not going to find out anything that you don't already know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I hope you all are having a good day. I hope you stay safe. I cannot talk. Safe. Now you're going to feel safe and stay safe, warm, and dry. And keep plugging away, guys. I mean, you may be having. I know we're all having a hard time because the big C has lingered on for much longer than any of us thought this was going to be going on. And but we will adjust and overcome the most we can. Maybe this was meant in a way so that we all would spend more time at home with our families.
I wonder about that too.
I mean, because you're getting a unique opportunity to spend so much more time with your family. Instead of running out the door all the time because you have to go to work and he has to go to work. You got to get the kids in daycares. It all came to a screeching halt. All of a sudden, mom and dad are working from home. The kids are at home. And I know that had to be a really hard adjustment. But, I think in the long run, I personally think that that's a good thing. But that's just me. You feeling okay there, Boo?
I am.
Okay, you're coughing.
I know.
You don't have the C, do you?
Nope.
Man, there's so many people getting it right now. Lord. There are YouTubers that don't really go out much either that are coming down with it.
Yeah.
I think it's Homestead Tessie. I really like her and stuff. I mean, she's a good woman. But her and her husband came down with. She said she wouldn't want to give that to her worst enemy either. So anyway, so you guys be safe and be careful, and I will be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have anything else that's any more exciting, but you guys know how it is. I just want to come on and say hi to you guys. I am going to spend some time answering comments and stuff. But I want you guys to know that I love you. And I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk with you tomorrow. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.